microphone on. Sorry about that. We're going to have 54 different brews out here next week. 4 food trucks and some other refreshment vendors. VIP area. VIP tickets are sold out. We have a few seats left on the beer flights. Just a handful. It's like 1 each. We'll have 3 of the beer flights. Epic Helicopter will be out here, and they are going to be doing helicopter rides. You'll notice the glowworm. It's still don't have the new cover on it, but it's sitting out front, and that's supposed to take place this week too. So the band will be undercover, and we'll have our shade porch underneath in front of the band, or in front of the glowworm also. Let's see. So far, we've got a pretty good crowd going. Faster Horses will be with us again this year. Veteran support organizations, we have a number of those. We've got 15 veteran support organizations, and I'm going to miss some of them, but roll call, Tarrant County veterans. We've got some Blackwater people who may be here, a number of different groups. We've got young Marines who are out here helping us today, and it's always great to have them. They'll be out here next week also, but we've got a group of them here right now that are going to be that are helping us with setup, and then next week they'll be helping with carts and other things that we can find for them to do. We're also going to have some of the CAP is going to be out here, but we've got 20, I believe it's 20 vendors this year, family-friendly vendors of all different kinds. We've got a list of those. I think are going up on the website. And talking about websites, we've got a brand new website that just went up this last week, and we hope you've had a chance to look at that at Fort Worth Aviation Museum.com. It's been in work for about 4 months now. And plus, the people, the nice people over there have helped us put that together, and it really looks great. I think you're going to really enjoy that. More of the wind damage is on our A12 mock-up back there in the back. We're finally getting some of the covering off of it, because it was the wind just did a terrible job on that. We're going to have to find a different way to protect that. Next year, have hot sauces. Okay, George, if you bring them out, we'll have them. George Everett has been bringing out hot sauces for us to Bronco Fest and other things. So we are picking up our Kiowa today, or not today, later this week. So our OH-58 Kiowa will be out here, and you are just not going to believe the job that the Cowtown Aerocrafters has done on that. If you've been following us, you know that they've been doing a restoration on it, and it looks like it just came out of the factory. And so it will be out here on view for inspection by everybody. So the rest of the airplanes, we're still got a lot of activity going on out here. We'll be mowing lawn later on. See if I can walk down here towards the end while we're talking about this a little bit. Garry Goff, who's usually with me, is over here working on a new exhibit that he's been working on for the last few weeks, and we'll walk down and see if we can show you a little bit of that. So right now it's been kind of windy the last week or so. It's supposed to be better next weekend. They're talking about 88 degrees as far as the temperature is concerned. So it should be a fairly nice day. It's going to be partly sunny, and so we're going to encourage you all to go out and get your tickets. Tickets are still on advance sales this week. You can get them through the website, or you can get them through the Facebook page. There's a code there that you can go ahead and get the advance tickets. They are $25 right now for veterans, and our volunteers and members, they're $20. And they will stay at $20 but the beer tickets will go up to $39 on the day of the event. So really encourage you to go ahead. I said this here today, and Garry over here. Yep. On here, I don't speak too hard to get. So y'all know Garry and Jimbo, and Gary's going to give what he's been up to the last few. You want me to mic real quick? Yeah, I'm going to let.
I love it. All right. The what happened was we found out that this is the last and the one and only Marine Corps crew to fly a Marine Corps jet to get a MiG kill, 1.5 kills. And so as I began to research more and more, this was one of the sister planes that was on the carrier when the Red 201 took and got that MiG. It was 21, and the other MiG-21 they shot had smoke coming out of the engine, but did not explode and hit the ground or anything like that. So that's why it's 1.5. And so as I researched more and more, the Marine Corps and the Navy were the only ones to fly with the D models, the D's and the G's, and I think an H, but I can't. But yeah, D, G's, and H. The Air Force did not use these, and as I began to research more and more, these D model ones had a much more accurate kill. They still were way down in the 20s in the probability of kill, but it's a heck of a lot better than 10%. And so as I just researched, I thought, well, what the heck? Why don't we try and build a replica of it? And I started January the 7th, and now what are we looking at, April something? The first one is out here trying to build this, and a museum bought the trailer so we could store the missiles until we can hang them on the F4. And it was very interesting. They took off with 2 AIM-7s and 4 AIM-9s. AIM-7s are radars. AIM-9s, as you see here by the poster, is a heat-seeking missile off the exhaust of the jets. And when they got into the engagement, the crew launched the first 2 radar missiles, and they went right to the ground. The accuracy was just so bad, and probably the kill was just horrible. But the good news is the backseater told me that got rid of about 2,000 pounds of weight or more, so the F4 became a little bit more maneuverable. But the MiG-21 could outmaneuver the F4 because it could turn. So these guys are in a kind of a circle fight, and he's having to go up and down like a roller coaster to try and stay with the MiG. They launch a heat-seeking missile, and it goes bad. They launch the second heat-seeking missile, and it blows up shortly after it leaves the missile rail, which must have been real exciting. And then finally, the MiG pilot assumed they were out of missiles. Typically, the in Vietnam would only launch with 4 air-to-air missiles. And so we think that MiG straightened out and started to go after the wingman. And when that happened, they were tail on, and they launched the 3rd AIM-9 heat-seeking missile right up the tailpipe. Boom! Exploded. And so that MiG became multiple pieces. And as they got past the exploded aircraft, they saw the wingman was about to get shot down by a black-painted MiG-21, and they told the pilot to brake, well, we would say right, you guys say starboard, right? Brake starboard or something. Anyway, brake right's a lot fast. Yeah, brake right really fast. So as he broke right, that set up the black MiG to be able to take the 4th AIM-9 to explode near it to where it damaged the airplane enough that it did not kill his wingman, but it had to go back and he probably bailed out. So that's what I'm trying to reproduce, because in our museum here, we've got a whole lot of what we call the air-to-mud things, all about shooting up the ground and dropping bombs. So I thought, well, hey, we've got a wonderful opportunity here to talk about air-to-air missile and how you dogfight in the jet age, at least they're in the Vietnam Cold War era.
Well, this is...
Yeah.
We have the mic back. So this is something Gary's been working on for quite a while, and so people who come out here are going to be able to see this. We were able to acquire this trailer, which is the purpose of this trailer is to carry missiles, and Gary completely built this missile by hand, and so it's as close to the real thing as I think anybody's going to see. And he's got the interpretive panels here with us, so when you come out to Hops and Props next week, Gary will be out here to tell you even more about it. Thanks, Gary.
Come sit in the jet, man. Get your photo shot, your Top Gun picture of you in the jet, because we're going to have the cockpit open. So come on down.
There you go. So that's just part of what we're planning out here. We will have a couple other cockpits open. Planning to have the cockpit on the Army Cobra will be open, and Ken Henson will be here talking about that. So we're expecting a good crowd out here next week. Plenty of beer, plenty of things for the family, a lot of activity and entertainment so that you come on out and have a good time with family and friends. Drink some of Fort Worth and North Texas' finest brews. And so we hope to see you again. Tickets are available, VIPs are sold out, and there's still 3 seats left on the Southern Cross, the C-47, and our beer tasting flights. Epic Helicopter will be giving rides. We're going to have a couple of Jeeps out here for rides. So at any rate, come on out. The gates will open at 9 o'clock for normal museum visitors, and then we will start pouring beer at about 12 o'clock. So, from the Fort Worth Aviation Museum, home to the most touchable warbirds in Texas, I'd like to thank you for being here with us today, and we hope to see you next week. Thanks.